Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you might be in this beautiful earth of ours. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, welcome to your reading for the months of July and August. This is going to be a reading for your sign for the period from now until the new moon in Virgo on September 6th. So, my dear Taurians, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, you've been going through a lot, and now it seems like you're on an up climb. An internal stairwell, huh? And I feel as though it's sort of a stairwell with a conveyor belt. You don't even have to climb with your feet. You just get on it and you zoom up onto 5 other levels skipped. So Taurus, you've had some interesting opportunities since 2020 to revise yourself with Uranus in your sign and almost in the dead middle of Taurus. Lilith has also been in Taurus and will be going out of there on July 24th. So you've been rebelling. You've been with the Saturn squares, my dear Taurians. You've had a strong need to break the chains, to fight tradition, to fight against tradition. And what's been an obstacle? 10 of Pentacles sideways. Family, your hunger for status or material possessions, that is being pushed away. You're kind of rebelling against conventional values. Card of Virgo, by the way. So this is going to really serve you. And it seems like you can't complete. What's going on too is with the squares with Saturn and Uranus, okay? You're not able to completely change your life right now and to live how you'd want to live, because when we're rebelling, we're wanting to break old patterns that we don't associate with as a spirit, as an individual being. We don't authentically feel like this is what we need to be content. And so a lot of these efforts that we've been trying to maintain were for other people, especially with Taurus, when, there's a lot of loyalty associated to the sign. Sometimes this loyalty is encroaching and constricting you. So Uranus has swooped in a couple of years ago to kick you in the ass, especially where it falls. So an obstacle has been perhaps your old environment. People, it doesn't have to be family necessarily. It could be old associations. With Saturn in your house of career in the public world, a lot of what you've been doing has been very limiting. So you're pulling back, needing to rebel in a very oddly quiet way. There's a certain serenity about this rebellion. It's not I don't feel as though you're breaking shit on your way as you're trying to go the opposite way. It's almost like you're doing a really good job at managing your the current responsibilities while also finding a lot more time to restructure your lifestyle, your life, and your mastery over yourself. So what have you been working towards? That's fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. The world is what you've been working on. Tying loose ends, getting yourself in order. You're really making a grand effort at... You're making a tremendous amount of work on yourself. And nobody is noticing it. I feel like you don't have a lot of people that are seeing it too. But you're okay with that. Because with the World card, it seems like you're preparing yourself for a much more active life in 2022. But you're still tying up loose strings. You're getting yourself, you're disciplining yourself to fix your karmic baggage. And it's going to help you establish a really long-lasting foundation. So we have a lot of earth so far. And you're making a great effort too at right now you're pulling away from a lot of people and family because you're needing to focus on your professional vocation, and it's something that is going to be very long lasting and in accordance to who you are on top of that. So it's a win-win. But it is an effort nevertheless, so it's not something that's there yet. So what is our focus for Taurians in the sun, moon, and ascendant sign? What is our focus for the months of July and August and early September? Chariot reversed is the focus. Interesting. So perhaps a lot of you are now settled. Internally, you're settled where you need to be navigating. And you've done quite a bit of rebelling recently, but with the Chariot card reversed and the Ten of Pentacles sideways like this in the card of obstacle, the focus is to not run away right now. There's a need to you've done a lot of self-preservation and work on yourself, but it seems like you're going to be able to do with what you want to build from the home space. We're not going away. We're not able to move away. And we're actually also, at the same time, there's a need to continue to be more private. So we're not putting ourselves out so much in the world. That's going to be our really big focus. With the Chariot reversed, is to be a little bit more in the hermit crab shell. To remain a little bit unnoticed, to pass by unnoticed, right? Because the rider of the Chariot is extravagant. He's riding out with great glee, and there's a certain kind of showmanship about this figure, in regal attire. But this time it's sort of doing the work, continuing the work in a very humble way where you're still needing to continue the effort of preparing your spirit in a disciplinary way where you're noticing the habits that you don't like about yourself while doing that work humbly and doing the external work from an immediate space. I think that there's not a whole lot of traveling that's going to be happening for you, unfortunately, but this is a very important time to get yourself in order. So if you do things in a panic and you're operating on fear again and you're starting to do things that don't make you comfortable, if you force yourself too hard, Taurus, to do things that are not so spiritually comfortable, what danger do you run into? You run into the danger of isolating yourself by the end of this July-August transit, of, again, feeling emotionally insecure. There's a need to find your emotional security because you still need to do work on yourself in a very quiet and humble way, so that by the end of all of that work, we don't have to remain feeling like our worth is never going to be noticed. And so if you do continue to do the work that I just mentioned, okay, there's two cards coming out together. This one came out first. Three of Cups reversed. Card of Cancer. So this is our outcome card, along with this one. So it seems like you're going to be able to be a lot more focused on work as you need more time for yourself. There's not a grand, so around the full moon in Virgo, there's not going to be massive celebration or a giant leap forward yet. But the benefit will be for the long term. It will be, I think, you're going to be able to develop the skill to focus in a very laser pointed way. You're going to be able to be emotionally unbothered by people that are not happy with you or that are jealous. And so around Labor Day, you're going to see yourself a lot more structured in your life. But the grand improvements, I don't think will be here yet until, I want to say, February of 2022. There's a lot of work to be done for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. A lot of internal work left. Keep getting yourself in the groove of finding how do I say? There's almost a need to, there's been a need to rebel against family, and at the same time find comfort within. So there's a lot of detachment being developed, which is preparing you for a big responsibility. But that won't happen until, like I said, late February. And we have 2 full moons in Aquarius in July and August. So there's a lot of, with Saturn in Aquarius, okay, there's a lot of detachment for you that needs to be cultivated. Because Taurus falls into the habit of getting too attached to values, possessions, family members. So there's a need to break away from that so that you can be an OG with Uranus and Taurus. But it's really hard for you with Uranus falling in that sign. You're afraid of doing what you're not used to do, and yet I think that you're finally embracing it. So what's in your subconscious? King of Pentacles. You're finally understanding your intrinsic value. There's a lot of confidence coming out. And it's not being noticed, like I said, by a lot of people, but you're okay with that. You're in your own space. You're in your own garden. So you're feeling a lot more rested. One oracle card to conclude the reading. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Angel of Flame. The key to surviving the next 2 months and coming out much stronger is to live, to be emboldened by your own truth, and to not have anyone else understand what you're going through, what you've been through, where you're at right now. This is only for you to be inspired by. Be inspired by your own self, by your tribulations, your obstacles, the big ones, the small ones, everything. And it seems like these days, Taurus, you're able to notice the light that's starting to beam into your life. But it's not, it's almost like you have to go through this process alone. A lot of solitary energy here. But it's not bad. But you're going to be coming out a lot more, I think, extroverted as a result. So that is the end of the reading for you, Taurus. And, all the outer planets are retrograde right now, except for Uranus. So allow yourself to redefine who you are in the most unusual ways. Continue to do that. And I think you are. I think you're actually getting used to the storm that is happening within you. You're being electrified by it, huh? That's it. That's going to be it. Good luck in July and August, Taurus. We'll see you soon. Take it easy. Goodbye.